Division 6, Division 6. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Drop your lives and drop your ID. Oh, smooth chapter, smooth chapter.
Bring it on. Patient emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here? Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and the source of many a good counter-attack. Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And there's green grass ahead of him. And again, he's sorted it out terrifically. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, that was well positioned and well. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Can he get on the end of this? Right, but tough to finish. Balogun has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. Camavinga Emerson the goal kick. McAllister. Robson is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Look at the space here. Messi! Goal! Simplicity itself. Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered. So the first goal of the game. Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another assist. Has a shot! Denied by an instinctive save. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Our very first corner. They've played it short. He's gone backward here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Kane! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Danger averted for now. Lovely bit of skill. Szoboszlai. Robson, decent chance! this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Van Dijk with us. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Robson. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. Szoboszlai. He's got away. McAllister did just about enough to come out on top there. The party overly willing to compromise. He won't be happy with that one. That's Balogun. It's a searching pass. Schlotterbeck gets over and intercepts. And here is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the is lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading a clincher game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. More and more pressure on the ball here.
Push, 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 push.
So welcome to a day of high ambition, high aspiration and expectation. Just 1 point required and a brighter future is in the bag. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
Well, there's a big game there if ever there was.
It is. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. It's not taking him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
So this the chance to fire his team in front. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
And Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Mbappe. Iniesta. Tries to pass it through. Nicely spread. Ended up in no man's land. Gone loose. Neymar. Ball's gone astray. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, that's a fine interception. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. What a throw in. And that has left him in a heap. This looks promising. Spread it left. And he's managed to get free. Looking to go deep. Well, that's not going to find its target. Hazard. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Kukçu. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And here's Ronaldinho.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ronaldinho. Nice looking ball. He's there to retrieve it. Looking for options, for movement. And there we have it, the 2-goal version. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that. Clinical.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Ronaldinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Baresi. Could be danger here. Iniesta. Xabi Alonso. He's on it. Can he get away?
Minutes has been indicated.
Ronaldinho just eases him off the ball. Important interception. And it's half-time here.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. wants the backstep. Right in! It's shot loose. Who's going to get there? And the volley. And picked out by the most elastic of saves. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. And we have our very first corner. Sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Saliba, can he get it through? Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. And he's ready for the second half, and still two between them. There's a lot to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Iniesta. Ronaldinho. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's a sharp little ball here. Have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he? Great chance here from position A1. So the perfect chance to get one back. Kachu! Second corner of the game. That should get the job done. Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's Ronaldinho. It's a throw-in. Receives it in a good position here. No way through. And it's Hakimi. Kachu gets into a good position. Tries a shot! It's a goal! Iniesta at his razor-sharp best there. That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
After 81 minutes is number 5, Andres Iniesta. Substitution on the field. Number 3, Juanzebe. Number 21.
Changes here from both sides, in fact. Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this. We have got ourselves a game here. Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. It's going to have to outdone here. Looking for the run. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Xabi Alonso is always looking to break lines. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Messi. He's tried one! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. A win, a triumph. A time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is...
Skip. Now a new round has begun. You need 12 points to be completed. Okay.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Robson with 200 games under his belt now. These stand out men from both lineups. Shot goal! That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect. So, a breakthrough already. Brilliantly cut out. Serginho. Hazard. Kvaratskhelia, and it's Hazard. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And he's been shifted off it. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. McAllister promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedro Porro. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Here's a shot! A finish right from the top draw. And they're at it again in double quick time. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike. I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, how well he caught that. So that's 2 now. And Messi! A special goal. That is a gem! An absolute gem! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. Real chance! Yes! And that takes him up to double figures. The first significant goal-scoring landmark. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce. They were clinical when the opportunity presented itself. It's looking so easy, almost too... And the finish! He's put his foot right through that one. Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter. Put in. And it's Messi. And he's got again in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. It's become a case of men against boys. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's goes for goal! Oh, there was plenty on that. Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there. That wasn't it. Could be danger here. He shoots! Oh, almost a six! And he tosses it long. Hazard. Spin it left. He's in space and looking for options. Richard! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Pedro Porro. Van Dijk. Whistle goes for half-time.
Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half? And the action is back on the way. Van Dijk kept his eye on it. Can he finish? And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Well, I think we've reached the point where even damage limitations is no longer an option. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him. Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal. Takes a shot! He's got a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy. It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves. And good effort from distance. Oh, impressive strike. Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least. And he's gone looking for safety. Robson calmly anticipates. Mbappe to shake off some. Tries a shot! And it's in! It hurts. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts. Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 60 minutes is...
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. It's Hazard! Oh, he really got hold of that. Hazard clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him. Pressing high and with purpose. Now it's Rodrigo. And it's Hazard. Picks out brilliant shot, surely! Yes, it's there! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing. I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I shouldn't getting even worse out there if they're not careful. And with that, the hat-trick is complete. Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite. And things are much healthier. Neymar! Spread out to the left. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played. Played out wide. Guardiola. Messi. Messi! Pedro Porro. And it's Azar. And here's Neymar. Neymar! No, got right underneath it. Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too much forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Rodrigo. And this is Marmoush. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And this is Marmoush.
There will be 5 minutes
Azar.
time.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. We'll try cutting inside here. Chance! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come. Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Lionel Messi!
5 minutes to add. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours.
Hello guys. Hello guys. Hello guys. So here we are. It begins. New heroes will arise. New legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So, down to business here. We're in the presence of
goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
Going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Oh, good steal, he just read it. Tries to thread one through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Decent chance! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never...
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now he's got space here. Hazard, and he's there to make the challenge. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's shifting through the gears here. Now this could be a chance. Now can he find a finish? Vinicius Junior. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, good spread. Played back in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And here's Raul. He's under a lot of pressure. Has a shot! Terrific effort, just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Rijkaard ticks it up from the goal kick. Tries to play it through. It's Hazard. Brilliantly cut out. Kahn is there to clear. And the play for a throw. Gets across to intercept that. He's managed to get free. And the shot! Really well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that. That is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Here's the way through. He's had a shot! It's it! And the comeback is complete! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Pass isn't the best. Deftly away. That's a decent ball. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
It's a pretty loose pass. Distributed tidily.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is
It's
filled.
And we reached half-time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Substitution in
Very
progress.
little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Going to throw in. He's found the
bit because he was under pressure.
McAllister is always looking to break lines. Robertson. Joelinton. It's Kukçu. Out towards the right wing. Kukçu showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's with the keeper. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Messi, looking for the run.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed shapes to shoot! Taken with style! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Messi.
So
Number
time
3,
for changes on both
Juanzebe.
sides, actually.
Coming on the field.
So the lead
Number
now is
23,
2.
Bernardo
You can
Silva.
certainly sense a real
Number
change of
7,
mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they
Just
just
finish this off. Oh, well cut out. Martin Berry.
there at all. Donnarumma clears.
That's a good ball out wide. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's got away, and he welcomes it in. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for, and it was a reckless lunge.
Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems to...
Oh no, this does not look good. That's going to go a long way. That'll be a throw. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Soboslai plays it short.
Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he was alert to it. And that has been clubbed away into the channel. And once more he proves rigid and robust.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
This could be their throw of the dice. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Kupchu with the short one. Hangs one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Soboslai cuts out the pass. And they've got
There will
rid.
be 5 minutes added time.
It's a throw in. Five minutes to add. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted.
Hả? Được đi. Được đi.
That's a deception. His positioning was spot
Chị
on.
đâu?
Oh, that's delightful. Oh, that's fabulous.
And it's Andrick. There's the shot!
And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. What a terrific response it was to adversity.
Hả? Hả? Enggak. Buira. Sådan svære mig, sådan svære. Nu svære at lege. Gần mấy dung? Đi muốn với?
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all
today's
the stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim. And De Bruyne! Always caught in or out. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Botman has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card. Zikanin! And that has been clubbed away. And here's De Bruyne. Now, who's going to be first to this? Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this player, Lee Kang-in, is someone I'll be watching out for, Dieter. He's a wonderful crosser of the ball, very good in dead ball situations too, and he has that sweet left foot. But he has the intelligence to drop inside and play a number 10 role also. And he does most of the damage when he's allowed to occupy those little half spaces, especially against sides who
Dropped up a little deeper. He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Donnarumma gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Robson calmly anticipates. What a throw in. Rice. Now, can they get him on? Mbappe! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
really anticipated well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's well spotted. Still goalless at the moment. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And this is Marmouche. He's found a way through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Szoboszlai. And here's Marmouche, and he's away. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. McAllister. Leg back towards his own goal. Tries to pass it through. Now that is a hefty challenge. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Vardiol. De Bruyne. No question. He's through. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Dani Olmo. Now who's going to be first to this? There's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello, attendees. This
Well,
is
the players
a
definitely know they're in a derby.
announcement.
More of the same to
Would the
come after the
father
break.
of a boy
You can
in a
be sure of
blue
that.
hat kindly make his way
No goals
to
at
the
this stage, but
information
certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Kvaratskhelia.
This is De Bruyne.
Service.
Oh, just skips past his man. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
De Bruyne is behind this one.
That's just playing it safe.
And simple.
Neymar.
Saliba. He's in a great position here. Locatelli. And they've got rid. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now there's a fine ball. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
That is good.
Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's intervened well there. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Nicely weighted ball. And he's running through. He's gone for goal! That is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Fermin. He's felt that, hasn't he?
Well into the second half and still there's
Nothing between them. That was good alertness. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, sweet feet. Mbappe. And that is expertly dealt with. It's Neymar! And he has kept it out somehow.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
This looks promising. Oh no, what has happened here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out of play for a throw. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Caresses it through. Guardiol with the clearance. That is a little undercut. And here's Yamal. Yamal. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Defending of the desperate variety. Picks up brilliantly. Hazard gets it away. And it's Lopez. And tackle is certainly sturdy. It's a friendly ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And the referee brings it to a close. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.